my god, it's ages since I have done a break barrel air gun video. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD and this is the Crosman MagFire Mission. Bit of a weird name, but yep, that's what it's called. That's what it's called. What is cool about this little air, well, it's not that little, it's pretty long. What is cool about this rifle? Well, first of all, it is a 10-shot mag-fed break barrel, just like the Gamma Maxim series. This one, by the looks of it, well, what I have discovered, it's a little bit simpler, the mechanism and how it works. In fact, it's very simple. Although on this one, the magazine sort of goes upright rather than sort of lying down like on a Maxim Elite. So that is pretty cool indeed. These are a little bit cheaper than the Gamos. I'm pretty sure they are actually. I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed. Guys, honestly, air guns that are coming out today, they're packing a ton of features for, you know, not a ton of money. But there are a few little quirky bits, you know, and there's often stuff that I don't like, or, you know, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. But this is not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Now, the package that you get with this rifle, when you get it, I'll show you the box. Oh, the box is half open. I've not prepared, guys. I'll pretend the box is closed. So there's the box, okay? You open the box, and you just get all your usual packaging and whatever. I'm going to show you the manual. Seeing as we're in the box already, let's just sort of show you the manual. You get a cleaning cloth for your scope. The manual is, okay, it's a bit sort of, it is what it is. It tells you how to mount the scope, which you get with it, okay? So that's your manual. It's not amazing. You do get a little scope with it. It's a 4-32 scope. I didn't use it because it has got open sights as well. You get the mounts as well with it, which are in that box. I'm not going to get them out. But it is a little cheapo scope, you know. So you can put it on if you desire. I didn't. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to run it with open sights because I do find it quite good fun running air guns with open sights. It's very old school and I kind of like that myself. But the main bit about this rifle is that bit, but we'll touch on that in a minute. So let's take it from the stock end. So it is a sort of medium rubberized stock butt pad, recoil pad, whatever you want to call it. And then it is fully ambidextrous, which I do like. Skeletonized, feels really, really tough. It doesn't feel like crappy cheapo plastic. It feels decent. You've got a nice pistol grip there that has got like a texture in, which is nice. All polymer, same sort of texture in along the fore end there. And then you've got like these slots. They don't function as anything, but they look pretty cool. The only thing I'm not so keen on about this rifle now is the safety catch. I don't like safety catches right by the trigger. I don't know, I just find it a little bit annoying. Not annoying, but I don't know, it's just, I don't like it. I'd sooner have a safety catch somewhere else, but it has got one of these safety catches, okay? The trigger itself is not bad. It's not bad at all. Plenty of room within the trigger guard. Although with that safety, it does sort of limit the room that you have got, if that makes sense. So you've got all that room there, but that safety catch kind of limits it. Not a bad trigger for its price point. What I did find on this rifle is there's a lot of flex here. But I think there is a reason for that because they've got to keep that fairly thin and open. And do you know what? I didn't really find the proper, maybe I did, find the proper knack of loading this rifle. Now, before I do, and I'll show you that bit, let's walk along the barrel, talk about the barrel and look along the barrel. Oh, rack, what are you on about? The barrel. That is the barrel. It is sort of encased in like this shroud, which looks nice. It almost gives the impression of like a muzzle brake along there. The sight is like a front blade sight, non-adjustable. It's all molded in with the shroud pretty much. It is an all-weather gun at the end of the day because there's not a lot of metal exposed apart from the actual action or the cylinder or tube, whatever you want to call it on an air gun. That's the only bit of metal that you really see. There's your rear sight. That is adjustable. Probably my only other gripe, they could have done some fibre optic sights there, front and rear. That would have been bang on. It would have been bang on. Now, brake barrel. Obviously, you slap it like that. You've got to cock it, and this is the bit that I'm not really that sure about, because as we are cocked, I'll take the magazine out, and you'll see why you can't take the magazine out when it's up, because if you can see there is your probe that pushes the pellet in. So you've got no choice but to take the magazine out when it's like that. So, yeah. Has it got an anti-bear trap? Let's find out, shall we? And pull the trigger and see what happens. Okay, it has. Oh, it's very unnerving doing that. So it has got an anti-bear trap thing. But even so, whether it has or not, it still makes me nervous. So you have your rifle cocked like that. You haven't got to worry about your fingers because it's got an anti-bear trap. But yeah. The magazine, we'll talk about the magazine. Let's leave the rifle there. The magazines, I've got to tell you, are pretty impressive. So that is your magazine there, .22 caliber. And notice, so what you do, you've got this little indent here. You literally just drop your pellets in and then spin it. Okay? And then you drop another one in and spin it. And spin it 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 until you're full. And that's it. And then away you go. And what you do, again, it's just odd loading it like this, I've got to say. That's probably, I don't know, it's just odd loading it like this. I'd sooner be loading it when the barrel's back up in position. That, I guess, is the big difference between this and the Maxim Elite. So, you drop your magazine in like so, okay? In it goes, and then you close the magazine up. As you do that, it is pushing the pellet into the barrel, okay? And then there you go, you are hot. I'm leaving that safety catch on because that is cocked. Pretty interesting, don't you think? It's a weird one. Oh, just open that. While I've got that open like so, I'm going to show you the linkages, if we can do it without knocking all my lights over. Good solid linkages, everything's rock solid on there. It seems heavy duty, it seems decent, nothing's rattling from side to side. I like it. I did shoot it pretty fast. I was literally, as you can see in the footage, I was shooting it, cocking it, shooting it, cocking it, shooting it. I had no problems with the magazine, with reliability or anything like that. Probably my only thing, what I did notice, is if you've got the rear sight fitted and not a scope, it's pretty difficult to see the window there that tells you how many shots you've got left. So unless you keep count and you know when you're using just the iron sights, chances are you're going to dry fire it sooner or later. So that's probably the disadvantage of shooting it with open sights, but you'd put the scope on that comes with it. You know, you would. A fun back garden plinker, a decent, I'd say pretty decent budget pest control gun, without doubt, with fast follow-up shots in the winter. You know, you do only, I think you only get the one magazine with it. I'm pretty sure you do. I think you only get the one magazine with it. But still, it's good. 10 shots, you know, if you're walking around the farm or something like that, doing a bit of rat bashing or pigeon bashing, that is pretty cool. You know, you've got 10 shots to go at before you've got to start fumbling about with pellets. That is a bonus in my eyes. But I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed. I was having quite a bit of fun with this, just plinking really, shooting a tin can with these open sights. I've not given it an accuracy test because I didn't put the scope on. I was just plinking with it, and my main concern was to see how reliable this was. I put a few different flavors of pellets through it. It seemed to just run fine with them all, you know, using some of the Barracuda 15s from H&M. They're slightly longer than your average pellet. Ran them, not a problem at all. So I like it. I do like it. Dovetail rail on top of the receiver or the cylinder there. I call that the cylinder on Springers. It is, oh, I forgot to mention as well, you know, just a minor detail, guys. It's not a Springer. It is a nitro piston in there. So it doesn't matter if you leave it cocked anyway, which again is a bonus. Those guys that don't know what a nitro piston is, basically there's no spring in there. It is just a piston with compressed gas. So you know when you lift the tailgate of your car and you've got the gas struts that lift the tailgate of your car up, that's basically what's in there. It's full of nitrogen. When you cock the barrel, it's compressing that nitrogen. Okay, it's a maintenance-free system pretty much. You don't need to do anything with it, and you could leave this cocked for a year and it will not affect it, although I would not recommend that, but you could. So a very, very cool little rifle with 10 shot, which seems to be reliable. I've probably put about, I bet you I put 10 or 12 magazines through this in the back garden, just plinking away. No hiccups whatsoever. Like I said, the only issue I had was occasionally I lost count and I dry fired it. But that is what it is. But no, a pretty decent back garden plinker stroke, you know, pest controller for a pretty decent price. Not going to give you the prices, just Google them, guys. Your prices go out of date. You could be watching this this video a year from when I've published it, so prices could be a lot different. But you know, a pretty budget rifle combination with a scope, and it's 10 shot break barrel, and it's nitro piston. You know, what's not to like? It's pretty cool, apart from that safety catch. And it's just a bit odd how you have to put the magazine in when the barrel's broke. But apart from that, it's pretty good fun. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. That is Rack and Load. See ya.